Keemstar's lawyers have filed their official response to Romeo Lacoste's lawsuit. Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Phil Scream and this is Shopping the Point News. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have the official court documentation. Romeo Lacoste, the plaintiff, versus Daniel Keemstar Keem, the defendant. Now, before we get into the details of this lawsuit, which are very juicy, let's do a quick recap of how this all began and where we are now. It started with Keemstar's drama alert on March 16th. In this drama alert, he exposes some DMs from Romeo and a underage girl.
Well, these allegations all started last night with a Twitter user known as Yellow Chair, who said this. A few years ago, my friends and I made a group chat called Romeo's Fruit Cups. One of the girls and I talked more than the others and realized how Romeo would talk to us. That seemed off. I was 15 and she was 14 at the time. We came up with a plan to see if our gut feelings was just us over. And in that tweet, she posts a Twitter video proving that the DM conversations between them and Romeo were real. And they start off shockingly by this. Romeo says in October of 2016, "You're not down to do it sooner, or do you want to wait until you're 18? Now right here alone, this is bad, because at the time, Romeo is like 27, 28, and he is confirming in this message alone that he knows that these girls are underage, and he's asking them if they want to do it, like when they turn 18, or do it sooner. But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, it gets way worse than this, because he goes on to say stuff like this. Love that. Love my balls massaged and sucked on. Love my toe licked. And my favorite is deep throat. Drunk girls always deep throat further. Ha ha ha. Yup. And I'd have a shot waiting for you when you got here. He goes on to say this. You can even chase my down with another shot. Or I'm freaky, I can even in your shot and let you drink both together. I do freaky stuff.
So obviously very disturbing and damning for Romeo. Keemstar also uploaded a video in February where he interviewed one of the victims who was 16. More on that later. And then Keemstar posted this video breaking the news that Romeo was suing him. Keemstar also gives a recap of his interview with one of the victims, as well as a quick recap of his interview with Romeo. That's right, he also interviewed Romeo about this whole thing, and that was a complete disaster. I will play a clip.
But you know me, I'm Mr. Fair and Balanced, so I wanted to give Romeo a chance to defend himself, so I had him on Drama Alert for an interview, and well, it didn't go so well for him.
Well, okay, well, here's the thing. In the conversation that you had with the alleged girls, there's a part where you say, are you willing to do it before you turn 18?
Yes, so let me address that. So that, I'm not going to deny that was real, but this is why I feel like somewhat of a victim and somewhat like they trap, like these kids come on here trying to trap celebrities because...
This guy called himself a victim in the situation. That's the kind of manipulative monster we're dealing with here.
They didn't tell me that. They told me 17, but then they're gonna cut off that comment, that DM.
Okay,
that said,
so they told you 17. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You still told a 17-year-old that all this crazy shit.
Okay.
Yikes! Times 2!
Keemstar goes on to say that after that first drama alert, things quieted down, Romeo's career spiraled, and that was that. Then he was contacted by the girl that I had mentioned, who was 15 when she engaged with Romeo. And this is a quick recap of the interview Keemstar had with her.
Romeo is 31 years old. This girl that contacted me just turned 16 and was at 15 years old at the time, so I had her on for an interview, and this is what she said.
He has two phones, and obviously he's showing you a picture of his dick on one phone to the other phone during FaceTime. And actually, if you watch it, you can tell this is real, because as soon as he switches off that other phone, the glare on your forehead, like the light, goes away from him pulling the phone away.
But anyhow, Romeo did not like that new drama alert. In fact, he went to go get an attorney, and he sent me a letter. That's right, Romeo's attorney sent me a cease and desist letter, basically saying that I have to remove every single video about Romeo off a drama alert. I thought that there would be no way that Romeo would move forward, but I was wrong. A couple weeks later, he filed in federal court a lawsuit against me for $3.5 million. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but there are a bunch of attorneys on social media that are content creators themselves. Rekieta, he's an attorney as well, uploaded a video titled Keemstar Sued for $3.5 million.
Okay, this recording was made by the individual with which plaintiff was engaging in the sexually charged conversation. This individual was a minor, hereafter known as Person A. Let me get this straight. Look, Keemstar made public a video of me having a sexually charged conversation with a minor, and then he called me a... What? How dare he? Come on. You wrote that. Well, your attorney wrote that down. You chose to put that in the title.
So that pretty much brings us up to speed. Now, getting back into the details of this lawsuit in which Keemstar's lawyers respond to Romeo. Their response is divided into several areas. Keem is protected by the First Amendment. Romeo is a public figure, which requires actual malice, and Romeo never denied sending a picture to a minor. Included in the filing were 3 DVDs of the drama alerts that Keemstar talked about Romeo, as well as the transcripts of those drama alerts. And it is kind of funny seeing drama alert in a transcript form. That's part of these documents as well, which I won't get into because I don't want to reveal the victim's name in this situation. There is going to be a hearing on Keem's motion to strike on June 1st. This is filed under the California SLAPP statute, which means Romeo may end up paying a shit ton of money. So, what is the SLAPP statute? I am no lawyer, but I will give you the best brief explanation that I can. Basically, by filing a SLAPP, Keemstar is requesting that the state look to see if this lawsuit is serious. Like if it's only intimidation, the judge can say that it's bogus. That's basically what the SLAPP means. Keem's hoping that the judge will approve this SLAPP, and Romeo will have to cover all of Keem's legal fees, which will be a ton. I will actually put a link in the description of Rekieta at Law. He goes into much more detail and is an actual lawyer and could explain it better. That's all I got when it comes to the facts of the story. As far as my opinion goes, assuming that these allegations are true, that Romeo did all of this to 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls, I hope that Keemstar buries him financially. And I hope that when Romeo is dead and buried, that somebody puts Romeo Lacoste on his gravestone. So that way he will always be remembered for the predator he was, and not for any of his talents, so-called talents, whatever you want to say. He should be in a cage for the rest of his life, and he should be remembered as nothing but a pathetic pedophile, if it's all true. That's all I got. We'll see you next time.